getting into this corner. Because your goal is to get that car pointed for the exit. If you get a better run off the corner, speed is going to gain all the way down the entire straightaway. Vice versa, if you screw that corner up, you're going to go slower and slower, and it's a compounding mistake the whole way down this never-ending straightaway. Now, on the flip side of that, I know we talked a lot about braking. Braking is your friend. That's how you go fast. This red number 4 board here is a good reference to use for braking, but you got to hit it like you mean it. From there, you got to really work on how you release it, okay? Your goal is not to be off the brakes by the time you turn. It's to be gradually bleeding pressure away. Turn 2, remember, you want to follow the trajectory of the road. You can see all the tire tracks to kind of remind you of that, okay? Your goal is to make that radius as reasonably wide as you can get away with, so you're not fighting the car and you can get a good run down that street. You set up 3 just like one big firm brake application initially, okay? Now this corner is an earlier turn-in than you think it is. You want to get to the inside edge fairly soon, just about 15 feet before that apex cone, okay? You don't want to get on it way back at the beginning, but a little bit sooner than you may necessarily think. Now when you come into the bowl, that first orange cone is your reference, then you come out through the middle and back down to the apex at the bottom. That should allow you to point the car uphill and get a nice acceleration on the way up. Then you've got the S's. Very easy to get over-aggressive on your entry into the S's. If you come in too fast, you're going to have a hard time getting the turn-in cone on the left here, which is then going to hurt you down this straightaway up to turn number 8. So be more reasonable on the approach and focus more on getting out of the corner path. Turn 8. Again, a lot of patience required. Just wait till the absolute last second, then cut in, because that gets you set up better for 9, which means you can go from 9 to 10 a whole lot faster. Alright? So as you can see, guys, a lot of patience required to go fast. That said, when we come out of turn 10 here, we'll start to pick it up, alright? Let's be smooth and precise, gentlemen. Have a good time. that final rotation, guys. Come on out, Mike. Andrew, follow him, and then, of course, Jimmy, you'll tuck back in behind Andrew, and we'll get back to it. Let's go. Right turning 100 feet before it. You're not turning after it. You're turning in just as you get towards the cone, okay? Now from there, you have to work on how you turn the wheel. It all comes down to how you turn the steering wheel, as long as your timing is fairly consistent. You just got to work on getting the timing to a consistent point, so that way you can manage how you turn the steering. But like I said, a lot of the times you guys nailed the timing, and then you either turn the wheel not enough, or too slow, or whatever the problem was, okay? But again, it got better and better each lap, so just keep that in mind. I'm not saying this stuff to try to dog you, I'm just saying this stuff so you understand and you know what you have to work on for next time. But when you guys got the timing right, your lines were spot on. So keep that in mind. It's just you really got to work on the timing, because that's what kind of dictates the rest of the puzzle. Then obviously, Mike, we talked about your braking. You know, you fixed it a lot at the end there, so work. You know, just keep that in the back of your mind, because that's a pretty important piece of the puzzle. Got to make sure we're doing that. And then, of course, Jimmy, like I said, looked a lot better there as we went on. Just keep in mind that throttle, like we were talking about, being patient in the middle part of the corner, and as you're approaching the corner, just keeping that the same smooth, calm nature as we drive, alright? But as a whole, guys, really good first session there. We know what we need to improve upon for next session. Luckily, we got 2 more sessions throughout the day to keep working on stuff, okay? Just a little bit every time. Overall, looking good. Now, I'm going to make a specific request for you guys. Please do not shut off the PDR. I want you to leave it recording all the way back to the building. And then once we get back to the building, before you guys hop out or shut anything off, I'm going to come up to all 3 of you individually, alrighty? Park up on the left side here, just like we started. And once you do come to a stop, do roll both of your front windows down. And then engage the park brake. And just hang tight for 2 seconds.
Yeah, timing, brake feel.
For sure, for sure. Like I said, you got to be willing to use the brakes more. You know, it's a very difficult concept to get at first. That's probably the hardest concept out of all of them to get, is how we brake and how much we use the brakes. You know, it's tricky, it's counterintuitive. More brakes mean more speed, right? Better brakes mean more speed. You can't rush the process of getting off the brake. You can't be gentle when you push the brake. You got to be aggressive when you hit it and control when you get off of it, all right? Because it's all for a purpose. That's the whole thing. So just keep that in the forefront of your mind, because that's the main thing for the stability of the car, and then just working on the timing. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. You can hit stop recording, and then you can shut it down